Space, the final frontier. Millions of galaxies and trillions of stars. And something rarely associated with it. Osteoporosis and bone loss. You may be wondering what these two have in common. Well, during their stay in zero gravity, astronauts lose 2% of their bone mass every month. On long-distance missions, such as to Mars, this bone loss would cause astronauts to not be able to support their own weight upon arrival. This happens because of a process called bone remodeling, which I will explain in detail later on in this video. But first, a short introduction. As we age, our skeletons change drastically, but most people believe that once we reach adulthood, our bones become stagnant. This is simply untrue. In reality, the skeleton is a dynamic organ that changes and adapts to the environment around it and the needs of the organism. This adaptation process is called bone remodeling, where the bone physically decomposes itself in order to be rebuilt in a more effective manner. This reconstruction of the bone matrix is determined by the stresses placed on the bone through the activities of the body. For example, a femur, a load-bearing bone, needs to be much stronger and denser than a metatarsal of the hand, which is required to support a large amount of weight for an extended period of time each day. However, different individuals apply different stresses to their bones. An individual who frequently does long-distance running exposes their legs to a huge amount of stress, and as a result, their bones will be much stronger than a person who does not exercise frequently, performs non-stressful activities such as swimming or cycling. If remodeling occurs at the macro scale, our bones will become the consistency of a wet noodle. Instead, remodeling happens at the cellular level. It happens under the actions of three types of cells: osteoclasts, osteoblasts, and osteocytes. Osteoclasts are responsible for dissolving the bone matrix. Osteoblasts build the bone matrix, and osteocytes are embedded in the matrix to serve as sensors. So, what is this remodeling thing anyway? Well, it's not just one thing. It is a process that involves the interactions between these three cell types. First, a wave of osteoclasts arrive and start decomposing the bone matrix. These cells signal osteoblasts to follow behind them, rebuilding the matrix as they go. The new matrix will be created in such a way that it distributes stress in the most optimal way to reduce the probability of breakage. As this process occurs, some osteoblasts become trapped in the matrix and become osteocytes. These osteocytes serve as a sensory role within the bone matrix. If significant changes occur, the osteocytes are stimulated and signal for another wave of osteoclasts and osteoblasts to rebuild the matrix once again. NASA and other space programs' solution to this problem is to force astronauts to do specialized exercise programs in space. However, these exercises require special equipment. As you can see in the video, these machines are big and bulky, which is the exact opposite of what is wanted in space. Now, astronaut Frank DeWine will demonstrate and explain why these machines are detrimental in the missions.
Hello everybody, here I am exercising again. This time it's not a favorite machine, it's actually a machine that has been used before and that we were about to trash on the space station, but we still kept it because you never know what happens in space. We do them rather slowly here on the space station, our squats. Slower than you do them normally in a fitness room, because when we do exercise, this induces loads, structural loads on the space station, and also it's not very good for the microgravity experiments.
My fellow scientists and I are currently researching the process of bone remodeling that I explained earlier, because hopefully with the complete understanding of this process, we will be able to develop a supplement that artificially stimulates the bones so that the density and the strength can be maintained during long missions in zero gravity. I'm David Pyre. Thank you for watching.